Here he is, my little Brucey. So I never actually got round to doing any sort of full tour or anything like that on this van. And as I'm just getting him ready to sell, figured I might as well take you in there and show you everything that we'd done to the van since we first got it. And yeah, just show you around the van. Ta-da! So here he is, Brucey. The obviously it's a Danbury campervan conversion built on a VW transporter. It's T5.1. Even though it is a Danbury conversion, John and I believe that this was, or we can see it previously was, possibly a builder's van or a window cleaner's van or something, because we did, when we were polishing it, just on the side of the van at the back there was very slight evidence still of like a phone number and a business name. So in terms of what we did to it, the reversing camera was already installed when I bought it, so it has actually got a reversing camera and it comes up on there, which is really good. We installed this stereo, so a double din, obviously touchscreen one, which meant I then could use CarPlay. So then I had like sat nav, hands-free, DAB radio, etc. So that was really good. So we installed that just with the USB socket there. Bloody Roman Radford's air freshener, which does smell very nice actually, so cheers guys. Got your cup holders. We actually installed this. I can't remember if it was missing or if it was broken, but we put this in. We bought a brand new one. So you get your cup holders there with your 12 volt there. Obviously storage, which I really liked, and the sunglasses holder, which was really cool. And one thing that at first I would have preferred a single seat, but obviously as you can see, this one they left the standard dual sort of double seat in. This does swivel round, so you have to open the door, you unscrew these things here, and it does actually turn round. But one thing I did realise that was a really good benefit of this seat is, look at all this storage. Massive storage cavity under there. So obviously there's the table leg, which once we take out the extra bits we put in, it will go back in its rightful place on the pillar on that side. And obviously that's the wheel brace, because it does have a spare wheel. So that's that. So that was really good. And that's about it for the cab really. Again, plenty of storage, lots of door pockets on both sides. And what I am leaving in with the van is down in that pocket there, I've got the covers that go on here. So as you can see, we put these A-pillars in, these poppers on the pillar, and then that goes across the front, and I've got magnetic ones that go on, like stick to the door frame that go on the window. So they were really good. And that's all there was to it in the cab really. Very nice to drive though, very easy to drive as well. Here, oh look, here's one I prepared earlier. And here is the inside of the van of Brucey. As you can see, it's all empty. Sad times. Obviously, apart from my Morocco bag there, and obviously a couple of boxes, of the purely Scottish mineral water. They actually gifted me a couple of these bottles to see how I get on, because I thought that would be fantastic, especially for if I was away, but I didn't want to fill the tank up. So like when it's freezing weather and stuff like that. So this is the inside of Brucey. If we come in, put my coffee up there. So if we start from the front, so as you can see, this was the double seat. So as I mentioned, this does swivel round. We added in this diesel heater, so I actually paid, that was paid for, not gifted or anything, an Autotherm 2 kilowatt diesel heater. It was so toasty in here, it was brilliant. And I went for the model that had the control panel here, so you can set your timer. You can change it from temperature mode to power mode. You can put the fan vents on. It even had a little clock, and it would tell you what the temperature was as well. So that was a very good investment. And what I liked about this kitchen in here is that it's not the traditional one where you kind of have it all flat with the sink and the 2-burner. Ironically, like what I've now got in mine, but obviously it fits in my new one. And what I liked about this is you had this whole sideboard, and then you get this massive sink. So that was really good, because obviously so I could literally wash in it, obviously wash up in it, hand wash it, like it was just brilliant. I loved that sink. Obviously it's just a cold water feed. So there was that. And then that obviously created under here this little opening, and look at that. So that come out, so I pull out like work area. So again, that was brilliant for if you were preparing food, or when I was washing up, I'd put my drying mat on here and obviously have everything drying on there. So that was, I really liked this kitchen setup. It was really good. Then of course, cutlery, ooh, magnet's quite strong on this one, cutlery drawer, food store, obviously my little compressor fridge, which is on vent. Of course, this has the full oven, so oven and grill. And then again, what I really liked is this here. So you lift this up, got a little catch there, and then there's your 2-burner. And I really like that because at least then, when I'm not using it, I had a really usable worktop area there as well. Storage under there, it's where I used to put pots and plates and cups and bowls and things. That was really good. Another little storage under there, which was brilliant. I used to be able to tuck my pots and pans up there. This was my main kind of, I used to have all my toiletries, bags, electronics, all sorts of things in that big cupboard. And then if you lift that panel out there, that's where you can get to behind there for like the water pump and stuff. This was already on here, this storage net, which was really handy. And obviously I added in this toothbrush, comb, toothpaste holder. We put a 12-volt, sorry, it's a bit dark in here actually. We put a 12-volt socket in. Big wardrobe, again, I don't know if you can see, it's quite dark. Let's have a little look. There we go. So there's the wardrobe, it's got a little hanging rail, and the cavity goes quite deep actually. So obviously you've got a shelf there, and then that cavity goes right down the side there. So that was good for storing things there. And then I used to put my clothes on top in a bag there. I added in that little storage pocket. Here's obviously my rock and roll bed. Now again, what was fantastic about this is not only do you have 2 belted seats up front, you also get 2 belted seats back here as well. So you know, you could actually take 4 passengers with you. Not that we ever really needed it that much, but obviously for someone who's using this vehicle, you know, it makes it a great multi-purpose vehicle. Another storage net there that was added in by Danbury, which is fab. And then down here, you've got all of your under bed storage. So yeah, lots of storage in here. It's actually, when I was actually quite surprised when I was emptying the van out. It made me realise, like, wow. I needed to do my coal that I keep banging on about, that you should do every 6 months. So I was like, how have I accumulated so much stuff in here? Open the back doors. So here is the rear of the van. So this is obviously what it's like when the rock and roll bed is out. As you can see, huge nice big space, especially when you're on your own. Obviously you can still comfortably sleep 2 of you because it is a 2-berth, but obviously I had this all to myself. Haha. This is also where you can see the other side of the underbed storage. So you can see at the front there's the doors. So when the rock and roll bed excuse me, is up in its seated position, that's the doors that you can access this area from. And then of course it made a fantastic boot area, you know, for when you're out and about shopping or whatever. Another cargo net put in by Danbury. All your electronics, fuses, consumer unit, etc. My little gas bottle, which is turned off because Ov's not been using it, so we'll just put that back in there. And then with the bed out, that is where my battery goes. I'm taking this with me. Ain't nobody taking my lithium off me. That's coming with me, and we'll put the standard leisure battery back in. There is one final piece of the puzzle. So you may have spotted this on the floor. I previously mentioned the table leg, which is currently stashed in there, but will be going back to its original home in there. There's 2 Velcro things there where it stashes in, and that is for the table. So here you unclip that, and then you have this bad boy, which put the leg in, or screw the leg into there, then pop it on top, and voila, you have a table. So all in all, this van is actually incredible. Like, it's got so many cool things. The pop top, which I'm not getting up, I'm not gonna put up, but obviously you've got a huge pop top there. Yeah, this van is, I know I've done the right thing, because I say this is a lot of van to not be used that much this year, and it's been incredible while I've had it, and I'm actually really sad about getting rid of it. But I know I've done the right thing, so that's why I've just ripped the plaster off, and we found a new van and we decided to go for it. I say we because obviously it's still used as a vehicle and John still drives it and things like that. So yeah, this is going to make somebody an incredible van. I mean, it's even got like things like this. Look, the lights. There you go. So see the lights there, and it's all like engraved with Danbury on it, and obviously it's got the lights all round. Oh, and actually, yeah, this didn't come with tinted windows when I first got it, and Steve, my old mate Steve, Roman Radders, very kindly tinted all my windows for me, which was fantastic. Brucey needs to go and help someone else have adventures now. So yeah, that was the T5.